Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Mosaic.
Rose, flattered Prof. Murphy said I should go overseas to do my Masters in Irish Literature. After I'm done with my honours here, of course. Murphy's quite sure I'll get a scholarship.
Cedric, I wish my supervisor would tell me that. I'd love to go to Cambridge or anywhere in the UK to study Victorian literature.
Rose, I bet you haven't asked her yet, right? Prof. Wagner's from Cambridge herself. I'm actually thinking of Cambridge or perhaps Northern Ireland, like Belfast.
Cedric, do you think I should apply for Cambridge?
Sure. But should I be telling you what to do? Isn't your big brother Michael really doing it? And I get to watch the usual Lynn-David sibling rivalry.
Yes, of course, siblings have to fight. So how, Cambridge or Belfast?
But then you ask big brother Michael.
I want to ask you.
Surely you're not going to lose sleep over what my choices are, Rose.
Don't be mean. Let's stay together, Cedric. I'll ask Mike to dump Brandeis, go for Cambridge instead.
And you think you'll dump Boston for England?
Please be serious. I'd like to know which uni you think I should go for.
You're asking me permission now.
Yes, why?
You never need to ask me permission for anything, Rose. Seriously though, I think you should apply to as many places as you can for your MA.
Okay, so which universities are you applying for?
Are you stalking me now?
Come on, Cedric, be serious.
Okay. No Ireland for me, I was just joking. Cambridge and Oxford, says Prof. Murphy. Irish though he be, he has already agreed to write me the referral letters, and he says I have a good chance.
I don't know if I can even get a toe in.
Stop that, Rose. How do you know if you don't even try? Prof. Wagner believes in you, so why don't you believe in yourself? You're only insulting her when you talk like that.
I'm just being me. Always worried about nothing as usual.
Well, it doesn't matter where we go really, as long as we get to study the subject we really want to. Let's say if I wanted to be a cellist or a singer, then going to Cambridge isn't as attractive as, say, Purcell or Juliet, right?
Yes, like Michael. He's bent on going to Brandeis for his PhD. I want to go to the States. Mommy and Daddy are still trying to get him to go to med school. So much for their boast that they are perfect parents and say they allow us to do whatever we want. He certainly doesn't want to study medicine.
Yup, no more medical doctors in the Lynn David house. 2 bumbling doctors are enough. Someday, I'm going to unravel our DNA and see what sort of bad genes we inherited from them.
Well, Rose has only the good genes from her parents. Good looks, brains, nice hair, perfect skin.
That's hairy chest. I hardly have any hair, and she has it all.
I am not hairy, and Daddy isn't that hairy either. I've got Daddy's nice big eyes, and you've got droopy eyes from Uncle. Even Mommy's eyes are quite nice and big.
What's that all about?
The usual Lynn-David sibling rivalry, Auntie Maggie. Arguing about who is hairier this time. And the answer is...
Rose, of course. Okay, fine. I'm hairier, stupider, fatter, shorter, uglier, and I've got bulldog eyes. You have it now. You know what? You better get back home now and make sure Mom and Dad are ready for dinner tonight. They're always late. Amazing, none of their patients ever died during an emergency. They're so slow.
Alright, bye Auntie Maggie.
Goodbye, Rosie, dear.
Bye Cedric.
Bye, Rose.
Bye Eugene, brother.
Why you?
Where are all the customers? Usually good business when you two are here.
Oh my God, Auntie Maggie. Michael's the one lah. He's the real Casanova.
Young ladies, tie-ties, rich aunties, come by the dozen when you both are here. Mama, I also auntie.
My God, Auntie Maggie. But it's good to have all these tai-tais visit our thrift shop. So anyway, has Gabriel agreed to be the main dancer?
Can you do it? If he's not sure of his steps in front of everyone, then how?
Gabriel's doing great, Auntie Maggie. The very most he forgets one tiny step, which I'm sure he won't, the audience won't even know. It's no big deal.
You too,
Auntie Maggie, it's almost time. I'll close the cash register.
Okay, then I'll go to the closing thing.
Thank you, boys. You know, I had another son before I had Gabriel. His name was Matthew.
I never knew. Mom never mentioned.
Oh, your mom knows. Matthew, if you were alive, would be about the same age as you and mine. He died when he was 10 years old, leukemia.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
When Matt was diagnosed with leukemia, Uncle Thomas and I were devastated. He was our only child. Oh, he was quite a boy. We knew he was going to die. And even when he was in pain, he would say, Mommy, Don't cry. Be brave. Before he died, he said, we must have another baby because he didn't want us to be lonely. He also said he always wanted a little baby brother or sister. And one day at St. Bede's Hospice, where he had to stay, Matt was having a very restless night. I couldn't sleep that night either. I was praying the rosary the whole night, watching him tossing and turning and muttering. I remember the date very clearly. 21st of March. Yes, 21st of March, the day that Matt said to have another baby. He died that very evening too.
Isn't the 21st of March World Down Syndrome Day?
You're a clever one, Michael, and I suppose you know why they chose that day?
Of course. Most people have 46 chromosomes, which form 23 pairs. People with Down syndrome, however, have an extra chromosome added to their 21st chromosome pair, making it 3 chromosome 21s instead of 2. This condition is also called trisomy 21. So they chose the 3rd month, March, 21st, well, isn't it obvious by now?
How come you didn't go to medical school, Michael?
Yeah, doctors don't know anything, Auntie Maggie. Look at my parents, blur sotongs of the highest order right. But cannot disappoint the old folks. So I compromised and took up biomedical at NUS for my basic degree. Just so that they can keep up their hopes of me crossing over to med school later on. But later they cannot plug when I decided to pursue molecular and cell biology instead. I mean, I've always wanted to study about moles and terrorism. Moles, cell, terrorism.
Sorry, Auntie Maggie, interrupted your story about your first son.
Well, Matt woke up and told me he had several dreams. In one of his dreams, he saw an angel holding a little boy's hand walking to our house. He said the angel told him that the little boy will come into our lives as a gift to us, his parents. He said we must have another baby because he saw his future brother. He said the angel in his dream was the Archangel Gabriel. So when Gabriel was born a year later, I named him after the angel. He's such a cheerful boy, that Gabriel. Different from Matthew, yet I see something similar in the both of them.
They're both angels, Auntie Maggie.
Yes. They both have come into my life to teach me things. You know, I lost faith in God and left the Catholic Church soon after Gabriel was born. Can't believe, right?
Yeah, Auntie Maggie, I always thought you were holier than the Pope.
Well, things change.
What exactly happened, Auntie Maggie? Quite intrigued about Matt's dream on the 21st of March.
I only remember the date because Matt passed away that day. I only knew its significance much later. When I was pregnant with Gabriel, the obstetrician advised me to go for amniocentesis since I was already 35 years old. Being Catholic, I refused. I mean, I would never abort my baby anyway. I didn't see the point of undergoing an amnio. Also, I didn't think that God would be so cruel to take my only child away and give me another who isn't. It was a great shock to me when Gabriel was born. I was totally unprepared. I couldn't believe God would be so wicked to do this to me. I stopped going to church. Uncle Thomas, a Catholic convert and very religious, continued to go to church without me. People started to talk. Then, one day, he took Gabriel to church and began to go to Mass every evening with Gabriel. Uncle Thomas would tell me how Gabriel was such a good boy in church and how he loved the singing, and he would pop about whenever the choir sang. I began to go to church again. My Gabriel is. That is why I left my job in the law firm to volunteer full-time here. I want to protect him. I didn't see the point of earning all that money anymore. Uncle Thomas earns enough for us. For me, I saw my own expertise in law could be more useful here at the Down Syndrome Association. And I tell you, it has been a fulfilling life for Uncle Thomas and me. Even after half the income is gone.
Maggie, you don't mind my being honest? I think we should let Gabriel go. He's fine, he's no longer a baby.
When you lose one child, and the other is so vulnerable like Gabriel is, you would be the kind of parent I am, Cedric.
Well, I cannot say I'll make a better parent, but you must admit that Mom never protected me like that.
But you're normal.
I'm normal because they allowed me to be. See, Maggie, I'm what you call a mosaic.
Mo what? Dude, you're cracking me up. Mosaic, fragment, terrazzo, marble.
Cedric, are you really a boy with Down syndrome?
Hey, Cedric, don't show your Auntie Maggie that.
No, Michael, I don't think he's joking.
Not everyone who knows a lot about DNA and chromosomes knows that there is this type of Down syndrome that is less severe, and it's called mosaic Down syndrome. And I have it.
Your mother never told me.
It's never been a big deal for my parents. They've always treated me as if I were any other child. If they had made a big fuss out of it, I don't think I would have made it past A-levels, let alone study at NTU and have the gumption to apply to Cambridge to do my master's.
Then how come, I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but how come you don't look like a person with Down syndrome?
Mosaic Down syndrome is what people generally refer to as a very high-end Down syndrome. We don't manifest physical characteristics. Also, you may not know it, I have very weak muscle tone. That is why Mom sent me for dance classes when I was very young. I have to be extra careful about my nutrition and work extra hard at the gym so as to maintain my muscle tone, or I'll be weak and flabby. And I just don't talk about it because I'm just like everyone else. I've never been made to feel special or marginalized. But it becomes a glaring excuse not to work hard or whatever. People will then fall over themselves, making concessions for you. I don't need all that. It's patronizing and condescending.
Oh, I see what you mean. But are you sure we can still continue kickboxing at the gym?
Of course, Michael. And I always beat you anyway. I'm just very fortunate to have the parents that I have.
Gabriel looks like a boy with Down syndrome. You don't.
All the more you should make him independent and confident. Make him feel he ought to be special because he's disadvantaged. He'll be disadvantaged because he's special. He's special because he's special.
Okay, but where is he? Gabriel!
Gabriel!
He's supposed to help with closing. Gabriel!
Hello,
Michael and
Gabriel.
Cedric's waiting for you, darling.
Hello, Gabriel.
See that?
Hello, Gabriel. Hey.
Yeah, Gabriel, you're going to be the main dancer.
Why, sweetie? Is it because Mommy said I don't want you to be the main dancer? Soccer. Oh, my darling baby. We cannot disappoint Cedric. Cedric asked you to be the main dancer at the World Down Syndrome dinner because he knows you are capable. And Mommy thinks you are more than capable. I want to see you up there in the main role. I want you to be the main dancer. Come on, let's show.
She's a girl with the best intentions. He's a man of his
Cedric. I guess we're early. Cedric won't be here yet. Let me show you what we planned. You know, Boston is cool. And Dad doesn't even have to pay a cent. I'm getting full funding. Hey, baby sister, you should ask Dad to send you there. Then we can be together. And Brenda says this. Brenda says this woman, gender, female, writing stuff you're so crazy about.
Really? I thought Brandeis is only good for your cellular, molecular, biology stuff you're so crazy about. I don't like America, Mike, and Daddy says I can go anywhere I want to do my MA. You don't have to tell me what to do, big brother.
You're so spoiled. Even for my masters, I didn't depend on that. In fact, I chose NUS because of the scholarship. You can easily get one too. At NTU, of course. NTU. I know you purposely chose NTU just because I went to NUS, right? You rebel, you. Anyway, you're just lucky Dad is willing to spend money overseas for a master's. Must be because he saved money not spending on me. So, you better listen to Big Brother and come to Boston to study. Come and cook for me like a good Indian girl.
I'm only half Indian and the Chinese half rebels. I'm not going to Boston just cook for the Indian half of my brother.
No. You see, two Indians make up one whole Indian and one whole Chinese. So come sis, you be the one full Indian and I'll be the one full Chinese. Do what Big Brother says and come to Boston to study and cook for me. If I approve of your cooking, I'll find you a nice group, a good maple. I've got lots of Indian friends.
I don't like America, I told you. I certainly want to marry any of your friends. Unless it's Cedric. And don't I cook you already? I make guacamole and miswa better than mommy, okay? Even daddy said so.
Guacamole and miswa don't go together.
Of course they don't, stupid. You're just trying to say I can only cook one dish of guacamole and miswa instead of two excellent dishes. Maybe I will put miswa into a bowl of guacamole and make you eat it.
Oh, don't you already do that? Okay, fine. But most important, Rosemary, you must improve on the curries. Or I won't introduce any of my Indian friends to marry you. Hey, you against Indians or what? What's up?
You're a real two-faced creep, you know. There you are, always saying I have to be a proper Indian girl, marry an Indian boy. There you are, you've never even dated an Indian girl once.
I am mommy's boy, so I go for Chinese girls. You are daddy's girl, so you'll find a nice Indian man like that to marry. And I promise to find you a nice man. So don't say you don't marry any of my friends, other than that retard Cedric. And you will because I say so. What? Why are you making a face like that?
You're irritating. I'm not in the mood for stupidity.
Okay. Since you're in the mood for a conversation on stupidity, let's talk straight about it. Are you serious about Cedric?
He's my friend. Same as he's your
I can hardly think it's the same. We're two guy friends. I trust you're a guy friend to him then.
I'm a girl, but
Okay, yes, you're a girl guy friend to him. You're one of us guys, his friends, and nothing else.
What's with you, Mike?
Are you serious about him?
Well, Yes.
Why?
Because you asked.
Okay, so how serious?
Mike, what is your problem? Cedric and I have been dating for some time and you know it. So what's your problem? In one breath, you threaten to marry me off to one of your friends, and in the next, you choose to mess with my life and say no when I really am dating one of them? So, if I wanted to marry Cedric, you should be happy, shouldn't you?
Marry? When did that topic come in? What do you know about him? You don't know anything.
I know more about him than you. Are you against him because he's not Indian or at least Chindian or whatever? Think you're getting a stupid double standard.
Rose, are you really serious about him?
What do you mean by serious?
Serious as in throwing your young life away so that you can spend the rest of your life serving him as his little maidservant with no
What are
future?
you talking about, Mike?
I have to tell you some very harsh realities, baby sister. Whether you like it or not, you don't know anything about this guy, or you won't be so crazy about him.
You never said anything before, now suddenly you want me to date him. Is it because he's more popular with the girls than you are? He works harder at the gym, he's more muscular than you, he's a better dancer than you, he beats you at fencing. Go on, you're about to hit me. Go on, do it. This is always the first time.
Don't fight me using that tactic, Rose. You'll regret it. But let me beat some sense into the painless cavity you have for a head. You don't know anything about Cedric. Okay, so do you know why he's been hanging out at the thrift shop? Do you know why he's coaching the Down syndrome dance team? Coaching them every year? Do you know why he's to work extra hard at the gym? Do you know why he's to diet like a girl?
Say it out, Mike, you coward! Say it! Say it.
So you know. You know. You know and you want to carry on.
What's it to you? Even mommy and daddy don't tell us what to do and what not to do. Who are you to tell me what I must do, what I should do, what I can do, what I cannot do?
Precisely because mom and dad let us do what we want to do, then I have to look after you. You don't know anything. If you carry on with Cedric, you'll be the most unhappy woman on earth.
I won't! I'm already the happiest person on earth. Get a life, Michael! Go screw those sluts and leave me alone!
He's a bloody spastic and a retard. He's a bloody down bloody shit, a bloody disabled freak. And gets away with good looks because he's lucky. Hell, if you marry him, I'm a bloody mongoose for that.
You're a bloody bigot and a bloody racist too! And if I can't accept it, I don't want anyone else! You can screw your bloody self, I don't care, you can...
So I like the music too.
Hey Chad, we just had the usual Lynn Davis. So what are you going to have Gabriel do on the 21st?
I would like him to dance up front. He's a good dancer. He's got that sort of personality too.
So, shall we begin rehearsal now?
I have to tell you. Mom needs me to run some errands.
Oh, no worries, man. Rose and I, we were just saying we haven't visited our grandparents in a while.
My father's birthday next week, Mike. Don't forget. Let's go shopping then.
Next week then.
Rose, I'm sorry. I was an idiot just now.
Yes.
I'm sorry, baby sister. I really am. And I really care about you.
You know, Mike, you really shocked me just now.
I'm shocked myself too. And at myself.
Yes.
You know, after our quarrel in the studio, I was looking at myself in the mirror. And I remembered what Auntie Maggie said about Gabriel being sent to her to teach her things. I think I've learned something today, Rose. And I'm sorry for hurting you.
I love him so much, Mike. I've even made all these plans in my head, like to adopt a baby with Down syndrome instead of having one of our own. Cedric would make such a good father.
You're so brave, Rosie, girl.
Yes. You're my brother, so you come first. Mommy and Daddy would be so heartbroken to me we fought like this today.
Well, what's new? They invented the Lane David sibling rivalry by having us.
Actually, Cedric invented that phrase, you know, Lynn David sibling rivalry. But we never fought. We were always arguing, but we never fought.
Rose, it's hard for me to say this, but
What do you want to say? Yes, big brother Mike.
Okay, fine, about him lah.
What about? You want to say you're sorry and give me your big brother permission to continue seeing Cedric, is it?
As long as he lets me be him at fencing, arm wrestling, and kickboxing. And after he marries you, I'll get to date twice the number of girls anyway.
Yeah.
Ah, the damsel in distress. My loyal obligation as a knight in shining armor beckons me. See you later, big sister.
You've changed.
Oh,
Not as talkative. Am I getting too boring for you?
I'm not seeing anyone else if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, but you're not seeing me either.
I don't understand.
You're not the same, Cedric. Since Michael. You overhear our argument the other day, didn't you?
No,
You did. Is that why you're different?
I'm still the same. Michael and I are still friends, aren't we? Because sometimes read too much into things.
Then why are you different?
I can't actually.
You're not talking. To me, that is.
Get to you now and I know.
But you're not talking to me like before. You're... I hardly know you. What's going on with you?
Rose, you know everything about me. Why are you behaving funny?
No, you're behaving funny. There's something I ought to know.
Like what?
Like, is there something, someone?
Something or someone what? I already said I'm not seeing anyone else. I've just been so busy teaching dance and helping out at a thrift shop. The Down Syndrome Association has asked me to mentor Gabriel, who's just been accepted into SJI. Gabriel, Auntie Maggie's Gabriel. I've just been busier than usual.
You don't even... I feel like you don't even care about me, about us anymore.
I do, Rose. Believe me, I do, I really do.
You love me, Cedric, like you always do. Care about me like old days.
I do.
Cedric, I want you to know that Michael didn't mean what he said the other day. He loves me very much and he's just concerned for me. And he even apologized and said he's done a lot the past few weeks. He doesn't mind if we eventually get married. He's not the bigger that you think he is. I'm not saying I need Michael's blessings to be with you, you know. Even Mommy and Daddy don't tell us what to do and what not to do. Tell me, talk to me, why are you leaving me out? I haven't replied to Cambridge yet, Cedric. I haven't replied to Brandeis either. Say no to Cambridge if that's what you wish, seeing as you don't want to be with me. You know I only chose the UK because I wanted to be with you. Cedric?
want you to turn it down. Foreigner will be very disappointed.
But I only chose the UK because I wanted to be near you. If you don't care about me anymore, I'd rather go to Boston to be with Michael. In curries and be a great Indian girl.
Yes, yes. Michael sat on Brandeis for his doctorate. Michael's the best brother. He's the best person to look after you.
Not the same, Cedric. You didn't even ask me to choose Cambridge. Or ask me why I switched so suddenly to Boston and Brandeis. You're pushing me away.
Sorry, Rose.
What for?
I'm just sorry.
This is it, Cedric. I will go to Boston. But you'll come visit us, won't you? The three of us can go to New York together and see Niagara Falls on either side and helicopters, and Mike and I can come visit you in Cambridge and we can drive up to the lakes.
I'm not going to Cambridge. The Victorian College of the Arts has offered me a full scholarship for a degree in fine arts, with a teaching job thereafter.
Victorian College of the Arts? Where is that?
It's a fine arts college with the University of Melbourne.
Melbourne? Fine arts? Why didn't you tell me anything about this? Fine arts? Aren't you going to continue with literature? Cedric, why did you leave me out on this?
Sorry, Rose. I'm really, really sorry. Decided that dancing is my life. Still love literature though. Like, I remember being crazy about Yeats. Now I realize it's because of his poem, Among School Children. It resonated with me. That concluding line. How can we know the dancer from the dance? Only now. Only now do I know that I don't want to know the dancer from the dance. I don't need to know the dancer from the dance. I am the dancer and the dance. Nobody can separate me from my dancing. Sorry, Rose. Cannot make you happy.
But you've been making me happy.
You'll always be second to my dancing.
And I'm fine with that. I know that dance has always been your first love, Cedric. Don't push me away like this.
I don't want to get married. Ever. So I don't want to start anything now.
I'm fine with just friendship.
It's not fair to you. Kind of in a way. In your way, I mean. Being around will reduce your chances of meeting other guys.
No, Cedric. Let's stay friends. I'll even invite you to my wedding, I promise.
Sure. Rose, I think that it's best that we remain friends as you have said. If I do move away from mere friendship, I'm sorry too. Rose, let me be honest. I don't think I can love anyone as much as I love my dancing. I'll be a selfish friend. You have to let me go. You're so pretty. You're gonna find so many other guys.
I meant what I said when I said I wanted to marry you. Yes, I don't want kids. Not because of the possibility of... Because I'm happy to spend the rest of my life with you. I really meant it. And I was even thinking we could adopt a baby with Down syndrome. I'd be such a good mother.
I didn't promise you anything before, so I won't promise you anything now. Rose, although I still love you, I think I can continue loving you. Ever since I've received the confirmation from the University of Melbourne, I know that there's nothing else that I want. It's the more companion who be responsible to. Other than that, they have given me all the freedom in the world, and I've been the freest person, and I love it. Sorry. Just feel. I think that our friendship is a little stifling.
look into your